Well, today's the January the 30th. I'm going to start installing all the parts that go on this. I've already adjusted the seat up to 33¼ inches from the part from the pedal insert threads all the way up to right there, 33¼ I'll probably change out the saddle too on that. Plus I'm going to adjust a little bit of the levelness of it there. These are the parts that I'm going to be putting in. We've got Ultegra pedals, and we got speed and cadence sensors. Here's a dual mount GoPro. I'm not sure if I need that yet. And then some grease for the pedals. This is for the rear light mount, saddlebag, and then my Allen wrenches to do with that. And then here's the Allen wrench for the pedals. I mounted the rear light bracket right there. That's pretty easy. It's just a heavy-duty stretch strap. These are the Ultegra pedals, 8,000 pedals. That's what I have on my Canyon bike as well, so I'll be mounting those here. One side and the other side, of course. I'll be putting grease on the threads before I put them into the crankshaft, or crankshaft. No, to the crank arms, so make it easier to get it out sometime whenever I need to change pedals. Pedals are installed now. That's the right side and the left side. Next up, I'm going to install the bottle cage. This is the carbon fiber one. Some red highlights on the side there. Bottle cage is now installed on that. Next up, I'm going to put the computer mount on the handlebar. Has a GoPro mount on the bottom that I use for my power meter. So this will mount like this. And hold that. I use a Wahoo Element computer, so this mount is for that. As you can see, it'll be right in front. Next up, I'm going to install the sensors, the cadence sensor and the speed sensor. That I'm going to use a command strip, 3M command strip, to hold the cadence sensor on the crank arm. I like those because I can remove that easily just by pulling this tab right here on the command strip, and it'll let it loose if I ever need to remove that. Plus it doesn't leave any residue. Okay, this shows the cadence sensor in position. I have found that command strip tape is real durable in water and everything, so I haven't had a problem with that. This is the speed sensor on the front wheel in position. It's always a little iffy getting that rubber stretched around the hub, but the spacing of the spokes has a big thing to do about that, and how big your hands are. Next, I'm going to put the seat bag on, saddlebag. It's a Lynskey Micro Caddy M. Seems to be the right size for me. I can get one tube in it, tire tools, a multi-tool kit, and then a patch kit on that. And it has a lot of pouches on it for like change and things like that, money. These are the items that I'm going to put in the seat bag. We have a patch kit right here, multi-tool here, tire tools there, spare tube, and some change, and dollar bills. For the money, I use this shoe pouch for runners. This goes, the laces go through here and it puts it on their shoe. But I haven't been able to find those extras. Okay, next item is the Lynskey pump. I like these pumps because they have a hose in them that's inside the pump body, and so it's easier to pump up. But hopefully this is one thing that I don't want to use, but it mounts on the rear, or I mounted on the bottle bolts on the back here. Well, I have all of the parts in place now that I have. I have the seat bag, the rear light, frame pump, water bottle cage, computer mount, and so that's about it for now, as I think of other things. And I did cram all that stuff in the seat bag. I think I could have used a little bit larger seat bag, but I think it'll work. So I think it's ready to ride. One thing that I'll need to do is pair up the sensors with my Element computer, and then also I have to do a calibration ride for the power pod, an out and back ride. Maybe I can do that tomorrow if the weather straightens out.